Hi, my name's Lucy, and today I'm going to reflect on my experience volunteering so far at Protección Animal Ecuador, or PAI. Quick introduction to service learning first. So PASEC is a course at USFQ that all students need to fulfill before graduating. It is 85 hours of community service at an organization that you're passionate about and shares your sort of common goals. And the reason why I selected an adoption center for dogs is because I love dogs. I'm very passionate about their welfare and about just animal welfare in general. And I've had dogs all my life growing up, and they've been a really important part of sort of my growth and development. So PAI is an adoption center. People can either bring dogs that they find on the street or that are being abused or mistreated, and they can come drop them off at the adoption center. The adoption center also goes out and seeks dogs to take in and sort of rehabilitate. And some of the specific activities we do are meals. We do the meal prep and we feed the dogs, and it's a very long and tedious process because there's about 150 dogs at the center. They're all separated into different kennels, but we need to be really careful about how the food is separated so they don't fight over it. There can be some pretty intense fights amongst the dogs if the food isn't separated correctly. We also do extensive cleaning of the kennels, and we clean up poop and other garbage and stuff, and we do weeding and gardening of the area where the center is. We also administer medicines and different things to the dogs who need it. Just a few weeks ago, there was a huge cough going around the center, and so we had to measure out all the cough medicine, I believe it was, and put it in a syringe and put it into the dog's mouth in a way that they would actually eat it. So we would follow it with a lot of like little these treats and stuff, but we also do like some injections and more extensive medical care there at the facility. What else? We have been working on clearing a extension for the dogs on the front line. So we're moving the gate or the fence that's there back a little bit so we can open up some space for the dogs. We also do walks with the dogs. We take them out for an hour. I believe every single dog in the kennel goes out at least once a day for their hour-long walk. It's a really great way for them to get some exercise and to have a break from the sort of stress and constant surroundings of the other dogs there at the center. I don't know if PAI directly aligns with any of the sustainable development goals. I guess the closest one I would say is the health and well-being one, as we are really improving the quality of life for these dogs when they're at the adoption center in comparison to when they're out on the street or when they're in a unloving home. As far as skill development goes, I would say I've learned a lot about behavior in dogs and how they're communicating with each other and sort of behavioral signs to watch out for and body language that the dogs can exhibit if they're unhappy or they're about to be aggressive. So it's been interesting because I've just sort of had dogs as pets. I haven't really viewed them from that like analytical standpoint. For the personal reflection, I would say that I have sort of deepened my connection with dogs, and I've really like learned some of the inherent ways that they communicate, and it just this shown me like how important dogs are to me and how I think they're so beneficial for mental health and physical health, and really just can provide that companionship that so many people lack in their life. So I guess just stressing the importance of how great I think it is to be a dog owner and all the kind of benefits that come with that. I've also learned a little bit that I'm perseverant, and I sort of not sacrifice, but maybe at times compromise my own satisfaction or like enjoyment for the dogs. Like for example, like we were cleaning the little metal dishes that all the dogs eat out of, and we had to scrape off the paint that was starting to wear off so we could repaint it with fresh paint. And I was not really enjoying that task at all, but I was thinking to myself, this is for the dogs and it's not about me, and just sort of being able to think about them and not so much about myself, I think has been a really cool insight that I've gained. Yeah, also my Spanish has totally gotten better in this environment. No one really speaks English there, so I'm at times pushed out of my comfort zone in having to exclusively speak and communicate in Spanish. So yes, that has been another cool insight. Overall, it's just been really powerful to be able to help on the community level and create sort of a bigger impact, more so than I would be if I was just taking classes at the university. Doing the service learning really kind of puts your feet on the ground and makes you think about how many like other like-minded, passionate people there are who are also wanting to help in the way that you are helping. And I've just had so much fun spending time with the dogs. That's really been the highlight for me. They're such friendly dogs, and I think dogs are just kind of a way to bring people together and unite us. I know that's a little bit cliche, but I think it's true. And yeah, especially in a country like that I don't live in for the majority of my life, it's cool to help out on a more meaningful level and really just sort of make change and break barriers, I would say. So yeah.